Okay, happy Wednesday. Yeah, reading sprints on Wednesday. It is time. It's 5 o'clock here in Portugal on a beautiful blue sky, sunny day. Super windy though, so it's a little bit chilly. But we're not here to talk about the weather. We are here. I don't know. Why are we here? I don't know. Hey, Mika. Hello, hello. Um, yeah, I'm excited tonight. I'm going to actually, oh, you know what I just realized? I should probably be reading my Portuguese book, but I'm not reading my Portuguese book tonight. Yeah, because I want to start reading the second book in The Housemaid, right? The Housemaid, Frida McFadden. That's what I'm going to read tonight. I'm going to start reading tonight. But good news, Mika, I have good news. You know the problem in my bedroom with the mold and the leaking from upstairs? It's fixed. Everything is fixed. The painter has filled all of the little holes that were where water was coming through the ceiling. He filled them all up. He repainted the entire bedroom, and we're just waiting for it to dry. So I think, I think I might be able to move all of my stuff back into the bedroom tomorrow. Like I need to clean because there's dust and all kinds of stuff all over the floor. Ooh. And there's flies all over my house because the window has been open all day trying to dry the putty and the paint and everything. But I think tomorrow I'm going to be able to move everything back into my bedroom, which means I'm going to have my studio back, which means I don't have to feel like I'm living in a storage unit anymore. Right? 7 months is too long for this to have been going on. And I'm hoping that it actually is, that the problem is actually fixed. But if nothing else, I'm going to get what, a month or something out of my fantastic new bedroom before the rest of the water comes pouring in if it's not fixed. So that is my good news for the day. It is making me very happy. I'm still reading The Mercies. I'm a bit burnt out at the moment. You know what? I feel like, does this happen every time you do this amazing readathon? I feel like every time there's like a big reading challenge, um, everybody gets burnt out, which sucks. Yay, I know. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Yeah, mold is dangerous. I don't know that this mold was the dangerous kind. It was just the disgusting kind. It's gross, right? But I don't know that it was that dangerous because like I was living in that bedroom, sleeping in that bedroom for months and like never developed any respiratory problems or like anything. I feel like hang on, I got to shut this door because I can hear myself like echoing, like reverberating in there because there's nothing in there. Hang on, I'll be right back. I just want to like not. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. Now I'm not like hearing myself, hearing my voice bouncing off the walls, which is weird. Yeah, this is much better. All right. At the halfway point, I usually have a bit of a slump, but then it picks back up. Okay, good. And you guys are like you're at like the 6th. Well, yeah, it's the middle of June. So you're like just over the halfway point. All right, cool. Very cool. So I think the last time I heard, you guys were in South Africa, but that's been a week, right? Where have you been since then? At least one other place, right? Maybe two. And you're still reading that, but the Mercies is really big. No, I feel like I looked it up the other day. Are you liking it at least? Freaked me out. The door like popped open a little bit. Um, yeah, so I'm excited to read to start The Housemaid, or it's I can't remember what the second one is called. I read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden and really liked it. And I knew that there was going to be I knew that there was a sequel. Um okay, I think the second one is called The Housemaid's Secret. And then the third one is The Housemaid is Watching. So I'm going to start The Housemaid's Secret tonight, which is the second one. And I have the third one also. And I was super excited because they're both Kindle Unlimited. I love the Kindle Unlimited. Oh, we're still in the capital of Madagascar. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. It's a great book, but with heavy themes. Oh, and that's not a great, heavy themes are not great if you're kind of burnt out. Yeah, you need a nice light book when you're burnt out. You need a romantic comedy, Mika. You need a Hedgehog Hollow. Antananarivo. That's the capital of Madagascar. I have never heard of this place, Antananarivo, and I'm probably saying it wrong. You know what? I'm going to Google Map this really quickly. Antanana. Oh my gosh, it totally popped up. Capital of Madagascar. Ooh, it looks pretty. It looks really pretty. Features wooden houses and royal tombs. A pink Baroque palace. Ooh, jacaranda trees. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Ooh, that's some kind of, oh, a lemur. I don't know how I feel about lemurs. Very cool. Romantic comedy. That would kill my vibe. Too funny, too funny. No, I like a romantic comedy. I've read well, not quite a few, several romantic comedies this month because I like that. I like books that have like just a little bit of romance, but not like cheesy romance and not like X-rated romance. I like, you know, just a little bit of romance. And so I've read it. I've had some books this month with a little bit of romance, and they've all been good so far. Every book I've read this month has been fantastic. Ooh, except the nonfiction book that I started reading that I thought was going to be really interesting, and feel like it's a lot of fluff. I feel like it's a lot of talking around the point to stretch the book out when I want him to just get to the point. It's the Building a Second Brain book. And I feel like he has to, talk around the topic to like build it up to give like this big introduction to talk people into why they need it or why they want it. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I know I need it. I know I want it. Let's just get to it. Right. You don't have to convince me that this is a good thing. Like, let's get to it. How do you make it? How do you do it? Like, give me the practical stuff. So I'm not enjoying the book so much. And I'm like 2/3 of the way through it. And I find myself just like rolling my eyes going, come on, come on, come on, come on. And skimming a little bit. And I hate skimming because then I'm like, well, wait, maybe he's getting to it and I'm missing it because I'm skimming. So then I have to go back and read. And I'm like, yeah, no, he's not getting to it. Anyway, so I'm not enjoying that one so much. But yeah, everything else this month has been great. We need to read a book that has something to do with religion for Madagascar. Why religion? That's interesting. I bet we'll move again before I'm done. Oh man, and your book set I know. I know. And I feel like I do this second brain thing, or at least I do like I save a lot of notes, right? I take notes on almost everything that I read. Like if something's interesting, I'm going to write it down, right? I'm going to take a note, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to save it. So what I was hoping, and maybe this will still happen, is he will like share like this is how to set up your second brain, right? Like you have all of these notes about all of these different things in all of these different places. How do you set up a system so that it's easier to access the note that you want to access when you want to access it? I'm kind of waiting for that part to happen. Yeah. So why is it I don't think of Madagascar as being like a hotbed of religion. So it's interesting that that is the topic or that is the prompt, a book that has to do with religion. Do you have a book in mind? Does the Mercies have to do with religion? And what happens if you don't read a book on the topic of religion? Does that mean you can't move on? Like you can't go to the next place? Or is it like, I guess I don't really know how it works, but is that what it means? That then you're stuck in Madagascar until you read a book on religion? I've forgotten why. I bet if I looked closer at the Wikipedia page, it would tell me something about religion, but okay, no problem. Yes, okay. All right, so what do you think? I was thinking, are you ready to start reading? I know you're like, no, I don't want to read. Are you going to keep reading Mercies or what is your plan, Mika, for sprints? I'm going to start my book. The Mercies is about the Great Witch Trial in Norway. 1621 to 1653 or so. I think that has to do with religion. No, witchcraft is kind of religious, isn't it? That sounds really interesting. Yes. So you're sorted. The witch trials in Norway. I don't know anything about this. I don't know much about the witch trials in the US or anywhere, really. I know that there were witch trials and they were all like, most of them were like a bunch of baloney, and that women were just drowned or burned or whatever for, you know, I don't know, being women. But is so the Mercies is like, it's fiction, I'm guessing. Obviously, it's fiction. Because you're reading novels for the keep wanting to call it the Great American Readathon, the amazing readathon. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's good. The Mercies. Yeah, I'll keep reading it. Okay, cool. The people who burn the witches are church people. Always, right? Always church people doing awful things. And that, I mean, there are non-church people that are doing awful things to people all over the world too. But I think, aren't we always surprised when church people are doing awful things? Because I mean, I sort of still expect church people to be like kind and loving and forgiving and accepting, much like Jesus was. But it's not often the reality of it. Hang on. This needs to close. There we go. That's how windy it is. Like the door keeps, see, that it keeps flying open. It's based on a true story. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we you want to read, why don't we read to like the top of the hour? That gives us 45 minutes. Um, I can get definitely pretty far into my book and you can get to a good place in your book. How much more do you have to go? Whoa, in 1621, all of the adult men on an island in Norway drowned in a freak storm. Just the men? And all the women survived. And that's what started the witch trials. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is weird. So only women were left and started living completely independently, hence witches. Yeah. How 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 is it that just the men were killed? Were they all like out fishing at sea? How were just the men? How did the women survive and the men didn't? I mean, I'm not saying they were witches, but it is weird, right? It's a good, not a good explanation, but it does explain why people were like, huh? Yeah, interesting. Okay, the men were out at sea fishing. All right, so this is not a witch situation. It's not like the men and women were sitting at the dinner table having dinner and only the men died, right? They were out at sea fishing, which is what they do all the time. Because, all right. Oh my gosh. There's a show on Netflix that someone was telling me about called Godless, where apparently it's based in the American West back in the 1800s or something. Um, and it's centered around a town where all the men died for some reason. So it's only women in this town. And I don't think they're not, nobody thinks they're witches or anything. But someone told me it was really good to watch. So I started watching it. And I don't think it's supposed to be a scary show, but I couldn't watch it. It was too scary. Like I got about 20 minutes in and like all of these people were dead and it was dark and there might have been rain. And then I was too scared. I couldn't watch anymore. I didn't like it. So yeah, I don't know. But it's interesting that we're this whole idea of that there's a town where all the men are dead and there's only women running the show. I don't know. Interesting. All right, let me put up this banner so we can start reading. And let's read until the top of the hour. All right, let me edit this. We're reading until the top of the hour. All right. Ding, 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 ding. All right, let me put this up and we'll get started. All right, Mika, I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, that was perfect timing for me. I just finished a chapter, except I feel like I finished it on a cliffhanger. Um, because the neighbor just grabbed her arm. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. So, how is it going? Let's see. Christina is here. Hey, Christina. Reminders to hydrate and hug the like button. Thanks, Christina. How are you? What's going on? What's new? Saying hello. The women in the village don't know yet what to expect of the commissioner the church sent, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be the one to start the witch hunt. All right. So in your book, the men have just died and they all just like the commissioner found out about it and is sent there to investigate. Oof. Yeah. I feel like you're right. He has to be the one to start the witch hunt. Because why else is he there? Surely he's not going to be on their side. Oh, all right. It sounds like this is your book is getting good too. You're just getting into it. Oh no. I think one of them just fell in love with the commissioner's wife. Oh my goodness. Well, that's something you didn't see coming. So then, yeah, definitely, I feel like the commissioner is going to be after them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my book is really good. And I forgot that one of the things I like about it is that the chapters are really short. So you don't feel like you're getting like you it feels like that keeps the story moving a little bit because the chapters are short. Um yeah, so I like it. It is the same main character, I think. I didn't think that it would be. That's surely unholy if he ever finds out. Um, yeah. Oh, I feel like he's gonna find out. I feel like they always find out, and that's gonna, like, set the whole thing off, but also maybe it will save the day. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, my book is really good. I don't know how far into it I am. 20%. I'm 20% into it. And we've got all the background. She's working for a new family, and there's something shady going on in the family's house, of course. And I am getting a little bit annoyed with her because she's working for a family, and the wife, there's something weird with the wife. The wife is ill and stays like in the guest bedroom all the time. All the time. So she's been working for the family for like over a month and has never met the wife because the wife doesn't come out of the bedroom, doesn't talk, like whatever. But there's something creepy going on in the bedroom. And she keeps like trying to get into the bedroom and trying to talk to the husband about what's going on. And he's like, lady, I told you we're not talking about the bedroom. My wife is sick. Why don't you go run my errands for me? And she keeps like pressing it. And I'm like, stop already, right? Stop. Like, you're not getting in there. Yes, bad things are happening, but like, stop already. Stop being that person. I don't know. I'm glad I like this book better. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I'm totally into it. Um, totally into it. Like, I don't know who the good guys are, I don't know who the bad guys are, I don't know, like, what's going on. Seems like there's a lot going on, and it's so yeah, I'm into it. But your book sounds really good too. Is it but I'm afraid your book is gonna be scary. But I only say that because the show that I tried to watch on Netflix wasn't supposed to be scary, and it scared me. So I don't know. I guess keep reading and let me know what you think. Are you reading or listening? You're listening, right? And are you diamond painting at the same time? Yeah, I'm gonna do what Christina says and hydrate with my lemonade, with my watered down lemonade. I thought that what I was buying was like lemonade concentrate. I was not. I was buying regular lemonade. But yeah, anyway, so I concentrated it by pouring a bunch of water in. So it's like half lemonade, half water. Makes it last a little bit longer. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Have you started on the diamond painting of the planets yet? Mm, mm, mm. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah. So before I jumped on sprints, I had like 20 minutes. And so I'm having I'll get you guys' help with this. I am hosting like a dinner party for some friends on Sunday, but it's breakfast for dinner. So I was trying to find like some fun recipes that I could make that are vegetarian-ish. Because one of my friends that's coming, she's not really vegetarian, but she doesn't eat meat. So like we can't do breakfast sausage or bacon or anything like that. Um, so I'm trying to think of like breakfast foods that are easy to make that could be like a casserole or like a frittata or something that I can just put in the oven and cook for dinner. So I was looking up some recipes. So if you guys have any suggestions, I will accept all of the suggestions. I'm listening, which is nice because you get the original pronunciation of the Norwegian names. Yes, this is the one thing that I love about listening to audiobooks. I'm not a great audiobooker. I have a hard time, my mind wanders when I listen, but it is nice that you get the correct pronunciation of names. And I imagine, so are you reading it in Norwegian, or you're reading it in German, or you're reading it in English, or you're reading it in something else? Because I feel like, yeah, the Norwegian names, I would never be able to figure out the pronunciation if I were reading it. Oh, wait, and you're not, oh, and yes, you are diamond painting, but not the planets yet. All right. Oh dear, I don't know much about cooking. I know, but it's breakfast. I'm reading it. Oh, you're reading it in English. Okay. Yeah, I would not know how to pronounce the Norwegian names. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce like English names properly for some reason. But yeah, so breakfast. So I'm going to make, here's what I'm thinking so far. Oh, 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 okay. So the author isn't Norwegian. The author is English, I guess. And the English is the original. Oh, but it's based on like a real thing and it's based on real people, even. So these are their real Norwegian names. Oh my God. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to say them at all. Interesting. So here's what I'm thinking so far. I'm thinking of maybe just doing, so I'm of two minds. I'm thinking of doing sort of like a tapas style with like muffin eggs, um, like silver dollar pancake skewers, biscuits and jam, um, like fingery food kinds of things. But then I was also thinking of maybe doing like a Mexican sort of themed, like huevos rancheros. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm sort of all over the place with my breakfast for dinner. I'm not sure if the main characters are an invention. Oh, so they may or may not be based on like real people. Huh. Interesting. feel like that's a book I might want to read. I'm going to wait to see, like, if you keep reading, like, what you think of it, and if you think it's scary, and you'll let me know. I don't even know what some of the things are you just mentioned. All right, maybe but yeah. What do you eat for breakfast, Mika? Like, if you go to a restaurant and have breakfast, you know what pancakes are, right? You know what, so like eggs are just like egg muffins or muffin eggs are basically just baked eggs with vegetables, and you could put whatever in them, but you bake them in like a muffin tin so that they look like a muffin, but they're just baked eggs. Um, Huevos rancheros, maybe you don't know. It's more of a Mexican breakfast thing with like beans and salsa and like cream and eggs and yeah, tortillas, um, which is a little bit more involved. And I suppose I could do all of that. I don't know. I don't want to do like the English breakfast. Well, I can't do the English breakfast because the meat, can't do meat. I mean, I suppose there are some of us that do eat meat, so I could, but that's kind of mean, isn't it? To have like a bunch of bacon there for when someone can't eat it. It's kind of mean. They have to sit there and smell and look at the bacon. No, I wouldn't do that to someone. Yeah, I like pancakes. Or, and here you're going to see me be unable to pronounce this, rorai, which is like scrambled eggs. All right, so that's a good breakfast. I like brioche with jam. Ooh, yeah, me too. And I make a really good like biscuits, not buttermilk biscuits, because I don't have buttermilk. Um, Regular milk biscuits with jam. It's yummy. Very, very delicious. So I was supposed to make biscuits today and go to one of my friends was having a Juneteenth celebration, and like we were going to watch a movie and have lunch and do kind of stuff, and they did, but I couldn't because they were still working in my bedroom, so I had the workers here and I couldn't get away to go have fun, so here I am having fun here. And the work is done, I think. I hope. I need to go back in and look and see. I think it's done, unless when it dries, if there are still cracks, they'll have to come and put another layer of like filling in the cracks. But like an hour ago, an hour and a half ago, when I went in to look, there were no cracks. So hopefully it's fixed, 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 fixed. Yeah. So I feel like eggs, something with the, so then I'm also thinking maybe I could do like like a roasted vegetables, potatoes, carrots, like vegetables, root vegetables, and then like bake some eggs in with that and have it be sort of like, I don't know, a breakfast bake kind of thing that would go with that would get us our vegetables, our eggs, and it would go good with the biscuits. It's just not very exciting. But why do I have to be exciting? It doesn't have to be exciting, right? It just has to be delicious. All right, Mika, you're not helping me too much. Scrambled eggs, that's a super easy thing to make. And biscuits and pancakes. The pancakes are definitely getting made. And some kind of eggs. Scrambled eggs are easy, so maybe it will be like scrambled eggs. But those egg muffins are easy, so maybe it'll be the egg muffins and pancakes and just roasted vegetables, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So, should we keep reading again? Why don't we? Yeah, let's get back to the next part of the story so I can find out like why this man grabbed the main character's arm. What's going to happen next? Something bad? I don't know. We're still pretty early, so I don't feel like she can get killed yet. But Maybe. I don't know. So let me do this banner. Why don't we go until the top of the hour again? Like we can read 45 and then we'll talk 15, read 45, talk 15. Does that sound good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I feel like I wish I had brioche with jam right now, but I don't. All right, let's read until the top of the hour. And yeah, I'll see you then. Okay. It is the top of the hour, and I'm in the middle of my chapter. But I'm still really liking it. All right. I'm not Mika, I don't know if you're still here, but I should have put up. I think that's probably the last sprint anyway. Because I probably can't really do another one either. Ooh, it's starting. He's suspicious of the runes on people's houses and the indigenous Sami because they are heathens. Oof. Yeah. Yep. It is starting. Yikes. Even though he knows, like, all the men were killed in a storm, is that why he thinks they're witches? Because all of the women, is that why he was sent out to investigate? Yikes. It's so interesting that it's always the indigenous people that everyone is so suspicious of. And it's like, you shouldn't be suspicious of the people who've been here all along, right? Isn't it like the new people you should be suspicious of? I don't know. Okay. So, is Sammy the one that fell in love with his wife? Here's the bad thing. I don't know if you're reading the book at the same time you're listening to it. So the good thing about the audiobook is that you know how to pronounce all the names. The bad thing is when I listen to an audiobook and I don't read the book, I don't know how to spell any of the names. So like when I go to write about the book, I'm like, "Oh, how do you even spell this person's name?" I don't know. So yeah. He hasn't called them witches yet, but he is surely suspicious of the women. All right. All right. Now, so wait, you said he was married. So, oh, but he's not a priest. You said he's not a priest. He's the commissioner from the church. Okay. So he's been sent to investigate why all the men are dead. But that seems like an easy investigation. No? There was a storm at sea. Although I guess maybe he thinks the women sent all the men to sea and then called up a storm. I don't know, but he's suspicious of them. Okay. Oh, no, Sammy is the name. Oh, okay. They used to get called Lapis, but that's like gypsy. Oh, okay. 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 I get it now. Sammy's not a person. It's like the name of the people. It's yes. Okay. I get it. I totally get it. Oh. And are they all Sami that live in this village? Or is it like a mixed village of like, I don't even know what the mixture would be. Indigenous people and colonizers? I don't know. What would be the name of the other non-indigenous people? Is it that kind of a village where there's both? Or is it just all a village of indigenous peoples? Women, actually, indigenous women, because all the men are dead. My book is getting good. I'm almost halfway through, and somebody from the past has just showed up. So there was a little bit of like tension, and now we're into the okay, everything is going to be all right, even though it's problematic. Before we get to the next tension thing, I'm not even sure why the church sent him, but he was part of a witch trial before. Okay, so the church was thinking, there's only one Sami woman left. The rest are Norwegian. Okay. Oh, I got mosquitoes in here. Okay. So of course they're blaming the Sammy woman. Am I even saying that right? Sami? They're of course they're going to blame her. The church is going to blame her, not the Norwegian women. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is a good book. Maybe I need to do some research on the real story and get some background on the Norwegian witch trials. Yikes. Because it sounds good, 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 good. Wow. My building all of a sudden at 7 o'clock. I guess everybody's coming home now for dinner. It's all getting very busy outside. Yeah. I think I may not do any more reading right now. I may save my reading for right before I go to sleep. I don't know. What is there? You can't do another sprint, Mika. Is that right? Because it's late there and it's getting later here. I should probably also, I don't know if you've had dinner yet, but I have not had dinner and I am getting a little bit hungry. What are you thinking? Are you done with sprints tonight? Should I be done with sprints tonight? Was that the last one? I feel like that might have been my last one. Although I kind of want to keep reading. I have, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so afraid. Like I've had that bedroom window open all day and I'm like so afraid of like bats or seagulls or something flying in. I'm afraid to open the door now that there might be something in my room. There's a bat in my room. Oh my gosh, you have to go. All right, Mika, take care. Don't let it bite you because then you will be a vampire. Or you'll have like a bat biting you. Oh my God, that's awful. Now I'm getting like all itchy from like things biting me. All right, Mika, I will see you when I see you. Maybe next week. And I think that probably I'm gonna ditch too. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys. I'll be back here next week, next Wednesday. All right. See you later. Bye.